Hey guys, Sableye VGC here, and welcome back to another episode of Crazy Climbing. Today we're going to feature an Alolan Marowak team, which, I don't know, Marowak to me is one of those Pokemon that seemingly on paper it should be good, and it never really ends up being good. This is possibly the most success I've had with Marowak in this format. Super happy to feature this team for you guys. I think it's been putting in some work for me. I don't know what we're playing though. Like I said, why does every time I do Crazy Climbing, I think I'm going to have the crazy team, and then someone else just has the crazier team than me. Anyways, we got Sandslash, Ninetales, so obviously going for the Hail mode from my opponent right there, and Marowak looks good here, which is very, very nice. So gotta worry about maybe a potential double Intimidate. I mean, in all honesty, just like P2 Celesteela, I don't need Grim, I need Marowak. Normally you go Grim here, guys. A lot of the time it's like Grim P2 or Grim Celesteela. It's a really solid lead. Puts in a lot of work, then Marowak can come in and sweep in the endgame, as long as you can position it properly. Here, on the other hand, I don't want Rillaboom, but the thing is I don't want any of these three Pokemon, although Finny might just be the best. Yeah, I think Finny's the best of the remaining three, so we'll go with Finny, and we'll lock that in. So, yeah, but back to what I was saying, I've actually had a lot of success with Marowak here. I peaked at 76 on the ladder on stream the other night. I'm gonna have a stream highlight battle in after this battle today on today's episode, just because I think it was a really good battle. And rather than finding another one, I mean, you guys might as well see that one, because not everybody here comes out to my streams, and it was a really good battle. So they actually do lead the Hail, which I have no complaints about. They're not really gonna threaten me too much here. The main problem though is they're gonna get Aurora Veil up. And giving them Aurora Veil is not what I wanted to do, but I had no way to, I could have led Grimmsnarl and clicked Taunt, but then I died to the Steel typing a Sandslash, and I don't really gain any effects. Is it worth it for me to max right now? I mean, maybe. If the Marowak, if they decide to say, hey, forget about Aurora Veil, and they go Blizzard, max Hailstorm into Celesteela, that's gonna hurt. So would I want to max for that? Yeah, I would. But are they really going to do that right now? They're in front of a Celesteela. I'm going to stay in. I'm just going to give it a nice little regular old Flash Cannon here and give us a nice little Trick Room. I'm not going to do anything too crazy. This is risky, but I always... This is risky, but I always have Marowak in the back, and that is terrifying. Sword Dance, Sandslash is terrifying. And I do just go for a Blizzard, so no Veil, which is very, very nice, but there's still one problem. Okay, problem been avoided. No freeze. Okay. Dodging the freeze was clutch there. Ninetales is indeed Focus Sash, so I'm not going to get that special attack boost, but didn't really need it too much at that point. So now we're going to get a nice little Trick Room up, and I'd say we're in a pretty good spot here. So I'm going to let P2 pick off the Ninetales. I love my Beast Boost, but I think I'd rather also get more damage with a Steel Spike going into neutral Sandslash here, just because I want the damage. Yes, I have Marowak in the back. I have Marowak in the back. That's actually a good point. Right? Like, if they kill Porygon 2, I just bring Marowak in and just rip through them. Yeah, that's fine. I'll take the Beast Boost, and I will just go for an Ice Beam for some chip damage into Sandslash here. Nothing too crazy. Okay, so, like I said, my big debate here was, do I want the Beast Boost, or do I want to chip Sandslash? And I figured that taking out Ninetales and getting a Beast Boost gives me +1 defense and special attack. And I don't think at +1 defense, Sandslash is going to be able to pick up Celesteela here. And because of that, I think we're going to be safe just to pick off a knockout on that and still get another attack next turn. This is risky, of course, because obviously Sandslash will get a max right here. Please be Ninetales for no reason. Please be Ninetales for no reason. No, it's Sandslash. Okay. Like I said, though, we do have Trick Room up, so our fallback here is the fact that, well, Alolan Marowak just comes in and slaps this Sandslash right across the face. So if they decide to pick up a knockout here, it's not too big of a deal. We are going to get an Ice Beam, just a little bit of chip, and literally chip damage. That's not going to do a lot. Steel Spike coming out. Going to pick off this Ninetales. Could have done it the other way, but I am expecting Celesteela to survive. Guys, all I want to do is be able to use Grimmsnarl and trick full incense onto things. Okay? That's all. That's the main point of this team. It sets up so nicely for the Marowak endgame. Because a lot of the times, there's only really one main threat to Marowak. And if you just make it move after Marowak, a lot of the times Marowak can kill it. So Marowak just cleans up. So if you can get the full instance onto something correct, Marowak walks in, says no problem here, and I'll take care of this. So it is a very nice endgame setup. Like a lot of the Marowak teams, right? Since it's such a slow mon, it's like, oh, we set up Trick Room. Obviously, I have that mode too, but you set up Trick Room, and if you don't get Trick Room up, well, then you're slower than everything in your stuff. Grimmsnarl with the Trick Full Incense gives you that other mode. It's like, okay, you're gonna set up Trick Room, but if you don't set up Trick Room, at least Marowak might still be moving first with the Full Incense. But we're not gonna have to see that this game here. We're gonna get Rillaboom coming in, which, in all fairness, is still a really good switch for my opponent. I don't want to Flare. Part of me does and part of me doesn't. I want to Max Flare, hit the Rillaboom. It's going to do a whole lot of damage. It probably might even pick up the knockout. The one thing that concerns me if I go for the Flare is I'm slowing the Sand Slash down. But I'm pretty sure Sand Slash is going to be faster than anything anyway. So I am going to Max Flare the Rillaboom. Actually, why am I not just killing Sand Slash? Yeah, why am I not just killing Sand Slash? Just kill the Sand Slash. I can Ice Beam this Rillaboom. I have no reason not to do it this way. I don't think Sand Slash is going to expect. They're actually going to switch out Rillaboom, so very happy I went with that option. And Landorus is going to come... We take those. This might just be 2 clean knockouts, and this is just going to be game. Yeah, Celesteela is broken. Celesteela is absolutely broken. Anyways, Porygon 2 with the Ice Beam going into Landorus. This should pick it up. Okay, well... It basically picked it up, okay? The game's still over. Max Flare at +1 going into Sand Slash. Sand Slash is not going to take that. Unfortunately, we put the sun up, and now Landorus doesn't die to hail. But I'm not seeing a problem with that. This game's over. I just double the Landorus. Marowak cleans up the Rillaboom in the end game, and there's literally nothing my opponent can do. Yeah, guys, I don't think hail is very good. And if you're going to use hail, I think Arctazol, in all honesty, might just be better than Sand Slash. To be completely honest. Anyways, Rillaboom's coming in. I mean, hey, my opponent's making Sand Slash work. They're using it on ladder. They're having a good time. I'm not going to stop them. Steel Spike, Ice Beam into Rillaboom. There's nothing they can do. I guess I could have doubled Lando here like I said I was going to, which I probably should have. But Celesteela, nothing is stopping Celesteela from getting this attack into Lando right now. So, that's fine. Porygon 2 does go Ice Beam. I guess I could have just won the game here by going Ice Beam into Lando, Airstream into Boomer, but it is what it is. Rillaboom's actually going to go out here and come out with a superpower. Porygon 2 is going to take that thanks to the fact that I'm +1 defense. Is that banded? That did way too much damage. That's banded, right? It has to be. That did way too much. Anyway, Steel Spike's going to finish off Lando. This game's over. Do I want to try one more? I think I want to go one more episode. One more battle. Because this was really, really quick. I don't want to cut straight to the stream game. And, I mean, if I can't get the stream game in this episode, I'll get it in the next episode. It's not too big of a deal, but I definitely don't want, like, a 20-minute episode. I mean, I guess that's fair, too. It's not too bad. I don't know. Maybe I will just cut to the stream game. Yeah, I'll cut to the stream game, guys. That was the original plan. We'll stick with it. It's a good battle. 2 good battles. That's all you really can't ask for much more. But Flash Cannon into Rillaboom. Ice Beam. Also, into Rillaboom. This game's over. Yeah, battle's canned. Alright, perfect. So, gonna get that big W there against it. The stream highlight, it is a game. I did end up pulling Graham Amity on ladder. Very good player. They also create content. I will leave their links in the description down below in case you guys want to check them out. Very, very good player, so I do encourage you guys to check them out if you're trying to get better at the game. With that, guys, we're going to cut to the stream highlight now. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next episode. Yeah. Is this actually Graham? Can someone confirm if this is Graham? I would assume it is. Right? You've got to assume it is. Well, this is going to be a good game. Let me finish drawing this Marowak right now. Well, we got Graham, boys. We got Graham. This is going to be interesting. Alright, first off, here's that Alolan Marowak drawing you guys were asking for. There he is, Alolan Marowak, okay? I think that's pretty good for the fact that I can't draw. Alright, time to win. Time to win. Alright, how do I want to do this? Grimpy 2. Marowak. The question is, do I want Steela or Finny? If I don't go Finny, I don't know if I can beat... Yeah, no, I need Finny. Unfortunate steal doesn't come, but this is fine. S tier R. Hey, that Marowak was solid. You guys know very well I can't draw. You guys know very well that I cannot draw. But let's keep things going here. Alright, Marowak, do your thing. Do your thing. Fair. This is what Finny's for. This is what I have Finny for. I know for sure these guys are lagging tail as well. Or normally they're lagging tail on this course. So I don't want anything to lose it. I hate to let P2 lose the lagging to lose the EV light. But if it's giving the heat, I don't think it's too big of a deal as long as I get more value out of mine. Let's go this way. Let's try this. I could Ice Beam, which is something I have just done in the past, but they're gonna max. Yo, Fiona with her whack to her team. Fiona, we're playing Graham right now. Alright. Alright, they're gonna max the heat train, that's fair. That is fair. I'm assuming we just both double trade offer. They're gonna taunt my P2. Fine by me. I'm perfectly fine with that. I mean, I lose Grim. I lose Grim to give this heat trend a full incense, and that is 100% worth it to me. There's the steel spike, that's fine. And Grimstyle doesn't appreciate that. So, I have to go Finny first. Yo. Your team is literally disgusting. That's just a stacked lineup. That lineup is stacked. Alright, let's go Finny in first, as I was mentioning. But hopefully we can beat Graham here. I don't know if that was worth it in trade-off mode. It's always tough to tell, because now this Grim can go fake tiers, right? P2's taunted, which you never like to see. I'm tempted to think I have to Moonblast Finny here. I just don't want to. I want to save my max. I don't want to max, but I have to. Do I? I don't think I have to. I'm gonna go after Grim like this. Doubling Grim should be fine. Maybe he switched it to screens. Maybe he's not lagging tail fake tiers, but he really should be. Yeah, there's the fake tiers. Hit the P2. You gotta be scared of P2, right? Ah, he's scared of Finny. That's the correct play. That's just the correct play. We're gonna get the Moonblast here, but I'm more scared of Grimstyle than I am of anything else. That should be Ice Beam range, 100%. It is indeed the Ice Beam range. Grimstyle is not gonna appreciate it. The problem is -2 Finny dies to this Steel Spike right now. I guess I could have theoretically protected to stall another turn of max. Yo, Finny's on 3. Let's go. Alright, Finny on 3. We take those. That's huge. Like, that is absolutely massive. That gives me a chance to potentially get Muddy Water Chip onto this heat train. I don't, obviously I don't know what's beside it, but it does give me a chance to stall out a turn of Tailwind, stall out a turn of my Taunt, so I can potentially get room up for Marowak. That survival is absolutely clutch. That survival is amazing. Okay, what are they bringing in now? I think they were banking on me dying. Yeah, here's the Zapdos. I don't really want to protect. I don't really see too much of a reason to here. I'm gonna go for the Muddy. And I'm still taunted, so I'm gonna go Ice Beam into Zapdos. It's basically one of those things where if he tries to Calm my Protect and double my Porygon, which he very well could do, and I've seen a potential, that's a good play. That's a good heat whiff. Unless Finny lives, but it's a good heat whiff because Finny does die. And now we're in a little bit of trouble. We do have the max advantage. Zapdos does take some Life Orb chip. P2 does get this Ice Beam off. If this can kill Zapdos, I think we're fine. Just shy. Alright, it's still good damage. Zapdos can't touch Wax, so it's not too big of a deal. I guess Hurricane's painful, but... And they're gonna Quake. Okay, P2 takes. Okay. Okay, let's see what we got here. Is my Taunt over? Because if Taunt is over, I can get room up. P2 does shake the taunt off, and we're gonna get Marowak in. This is tough because I want Trick Room up desperately, but I don't know if a Hurricane plus some sort of Flash Cannon, and I really want to say it would. I really do believe a Hurricane and a Flash Cannon will take out P2. So because of that, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna Phantasm the Zapdos. Let me actually just make sure my taunt's over. My taunt is over. I could Quake the Heatran, but actually, yeah, it's not Shuca Berry, so I might as well Quake the Heatran, actually. Quaking the Heatran just makes sense, and then I click Trick Room. Yeah, there's no switching. Okay. There's no Shuca Berry, so this will kill. I don't care that it's +2, and then I Trick Room. One way I lose this game, and it can't even happen, so I think we're fine now. Marowak up. What are they going to go for? Hurricane, right? They Hurricane, they need to kill Porygon. Thankfully, that does not kill Porygon. Zapdos, of course, not going to die to Life Orb, but only has one more attack left in it. This Max Quake, there's no Shuca Berry. I don't care that you're +2. You're dead. You normally die through Shuca, so you're dead now that you're at +2. So it's basically no Shuca. The Shuca and the +2 are the exact same thing. It would have died. I am very confident that Heatran dies. If the crit mattered, I apologize, but my calc in my head is saying that doesn't matter. I'm fairly confident it just doesn't matter. Because that would normally kill through Shuca at that point. I believe. I'm actually going to calc it after this battle. I will calc it after. Ursh is coming in, so this game's not over yet. It is the Water Ursh though, so what I do is I set the Sun. I kill the Zapdos with the Sun, and I just Ice Beam into the Urshifu. And then the following turn I just Phantasm the Ursh in this game. I guess I could Sun the Max Flare the Ursh, but I am going to calc this, that Quake. I mean, I'm pretty confident that it does, normally. I know +1 defense with a Shuca Berry dies, so I would assume that dies. I could be wrong though. Maybe I just can't math or can't do things right, but I'm very confident that that crit didn't matter. But if I'm wrong, I do apologize, but let's see. Ursh is gonna have to Jet. Like I said, they're forced to have to kill P2 there. Thankfully, they do not kill P2 there. P2 just gonna go for the Ice Beam. Ice Beam's gonna come out. Ice Beam's gonna connect into the Ursh for a little bit of chip. And Flare's gonna come out, gonna kill the Zapdos now. And that preserves my Marowak for another turn. And I can technically recover. And I think I want to recover. I think recover is the better play. Because at some point, they have to go into Marowak. And as long as I have the Sun up, they can't kill it in me and Max. So they're gonna have to try for the P2. And it's not gonna work. So we're gonna go for the Phantasm into the Urshifu. And we're just gonna give us a good old recover here. Porygon shouldn't be dying because of the Sun. And that'll all be said, but I don't know where I'm going with this. All but said and done. That's the term I'm looking for. That's the term I'm looking for. Yeah, battle canned. Alright. I'm gonna jump to 9-0. I'm gonna quickly calc that, and then we'll get into another one. Because I am really curious now. I'll just take a standard Heatran. Let's